One. All right, that's our check. It's our clapper. Hi, is that going? Yep. Hi, I'm Kieran. I'm here with Manifestavibe, and I'm interviewing Earth to Eden, this lovely band right here. Could you guys introduce yourselves?
Hi, I'm Kyle, and I play drums.
Nice.
Hi, I'm Matt. I sing and play guitar.
I'm Jake. I play bass.
Fantastic. First obligatory question: are you guys manifesting anything recently?
Just vibes, just good vibes.
Just vibes, yeah. Yeah.
For sure.
Manifestavibe. All right, yeah,
Absolutely.
I like that.
What do you guys think? You guys manifesting anything?
Yeah, I mean, just gonna, try to keep working on everything we've been working on lately. More songs and more shows, and keep playing.
Yeah, very true. You got anything to say to that? Yeah, I think we got we're manifesting some new material, and I think some of that's gonna be brought to the stage here soon. That'd be cool.
All right,
Yeah.
fantastic. This first one's a little big. In the song "Where I Went Wrong," you've said that this song is about the paradox of wanting to stand still and wait for things to come, or attempting to pursue a goal only to make mistakes. Although a song can contain more than one direct meaning, it almost seems like you're speaking to yourself as the subject, but also it's sort of apologetic in nature. Is a song like "Where I Went Wrong" more literal or more metaphorical in your mind, and how do you think that sort of characterizes your lyrics? Sorry, that's a
Yeah.
big question.
No, that is it. That's a cool question. Yeah, I think that is one way to take it, and there are probably some other themes to pick up on there. But I'd say probably when it was written, there's certainly a literal sense to it.
Mhm.
But I think you can extend that to the less tangible, for sure. I think it ultimately resolves in it can be uplifting toward the end, and I think it has a positive vibe at the end.
Yeah.
That kind of to not really give up. Like it's easy to get kind of paralyzed by analysis and just the complexities of life, but to eventually keep going, and things will work out. But we all make mistakes, and that's kind of I think where I went wrong. You got any ideas about it? I know.
I'll be honest, man. I don't know. I don't even know all the lyrics.
Yeah.
I just sit back
They're
there
okay.
and hit things. No, it's I don't know. I'm never gonna be no better at tempting than you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
All right,
Cool.
fantastic.
Yeah.
This is for the band. What's the best Star Wars movie?
So best that's a very objective term. I think best is gonna be
That's a
Empire.
great start.
Empire Strikes Back is probably the best, but my favorite is Revenge of the Sith.
All right.
I think history will smile one day on the Phantom Menace. I think
That's interesting.
every day they look a little bit better. But no, I do like that era. This is the one I kind of grew up on.
Mhm.
So it has a certain charm with me.
Fantastic.
You just broke up the band with that question.
All right. Sorry.
Because Dune is better than Star Wars.
Yo.
I had to bring that in, and you're going to hate me even more. Episode 1.
Like Phantom Menace?
Lot of
Yeah.
love.
All right.
It's
This
coming
is
back, man.
controversial. No, this is great. No, honestly, I'm going to say it. I'm a little inclined to agree with you guys. I like Phantom Menace a
Yeah.
little bit. On Instagram, Toby Maguire cited you guys as a primary. He liked your band a lot. I was wondering if you're declaring war on Rage Against the Machine, or if you guys are closeted fans.
Ooh, wow.
I would like to say, first of all, thanks Spider-Man for shouting us out. That was really cool.
Awesome.
Second of all,
Put that on screen so that makes sense.
I mean, I like Rage Against the Machine a lot. So I'll just.
Yeah, no, I mean, I don't know if I'm a closet fan, but yeah, I definitely,
Yeah.
I've been known to rage in certain machines.
all right.
It's certainly a band. That's all I got.
No, that's the fact.
This is for Kyle. Spencer was wondering. Spencer was wondering if your hours of Seinfeld consumption have contributed to your bass playing or musical abilities at all.
I did learn the Seinfeld theme on bass once, and I've forgotten it completely.
That's
That's all I've got.
all right. Yeah, that's great. All right, that was a little ditty. Like many bands in Columbus and around Ohio, you guys have played a lot of the iconic locations like Scully's and Used Kids. Is there a favorite venue that you've played at, and do you have any particular memories associated with those locations?
What do you want to start that one? Or?
Well, I mean, over the years I've played in a lot of different places, but Scully's is always memorable. I mean, it's a fun stage to play on. The environment's always good, and the sound is usually pretty good. So, Scully's overall is just a fun place, fun vibe, just a fun place to be.
Nice.
Cool. Yeah, I tend to agree. I really like playing there. Back when I was up in Northeast Ohio, there's a place in Youngstown, Ohio called Cedars West End, which is a really cool place if you're ever up that way. Check them out for sure. But around here, Scully's has definitely been a really good vibe.
I've only ever played the 2 shows that we've played.
Nice.
So, shout out to my high school gymnasium for doing the talent show I played. But
Yeah.
we did the Stoop. That was our first ever show at the beginning of June, and that was really cool to be able to finally do a full show with a band. That was sweet.
There was one place on High Street years ago called Bernie's.
Oh,
Bagels.
yeah,
that
I know.
place was
Bernie's
sick.
Bagels?
Yeah,
or-
man.
Yeah.
It was just this little dive in the bottom of a building, but that place was awesome.
Do you know when they got rid of that?
Yeah, they tore all that crap down, man.
Oh, my God. That sucks.
Sick venue, though. It was awesome.
Oh, yeah. All right. Sorry, I got to keep consulting this. There's a lot of questions. Jake, yeah, this is for you. Did you get around to playing Final Fantasy IV and our well, what's the best one in your opinion so far? Which one has the best soundtrack as well?
Let's see here. I played 4 twice because I
Nice.
had to get the platinum trophy, and I'm stupid and forgot something, so I had to go back through and play it. I'm on 6 now, and 4 probably has the best soundtrack of that, like of the first 6.
Yeah.
I think.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Okay. What's the meaning of the logo? Who designed that?
That's a good question. I mean, there's some
Yeah, logo.
collaboration. of it.
Logo.
Carrot
yeah.
logo. So that was a dude I worked with, Dan Hart, good guy. But he liked what we were doing, and he just decided, I'm going to make this for you guys. And I'm like, oh, cool, okay. And he just showed up to work with it one day, and I'm just like, dude, that's really cool. Do you mind if we use this? You know, how much do we owe you for it? And he's like, just give me a T-shirt.
Nice.
So it was cool. No, I gave him. No, I definitely gave him a
we got the
T-shirt because he
T-shirt.
will find me. So no, he's a really cool guy. So
Yeah, I think it definitely fits the vibe, like kind of what we were thinking. We were coming up with the name, and representing it.
I couldn't have done any better.
Okay. I have a couple more one-off ones. By the way, you're a man of mystery. I was having trouble
Me?
finding out
I'm a ghost.
things
Yeah.
about you. But feel free. This is another band question. What the best SpongeBob moment? I know you're you're a yeah.
You got something on the tip of your tongue? You got a moment in
I could go. This is similar to the Final Fantasy question. I could go on this for hours. My wife and I quote SpongeBob daily. We have a SpongeBob themed bathroom.
Really?
Yeah, it's
That's
pretty sweet.
interesting.
Best one off the top of my head. I'll never forget the Band Geeks episode. That was, I mean, it's music related, obviously, but I used to watch that Sweet Victory clip on repeat all the time. I think it's so cool.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be here today without that episode.
It's very inspiring for
Very
a generation.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing. What's the Alaskan worm?
No, the last
The bullworm.
Alaskan
Yeah,
bullworm.
that's haunted me ever since. So.
big hairy and pink. Man, SpongeBob. Probably Doodle Bob is one of my favorites. No high meaning annoying. Other than that, man, first 3 seasons of SpongeBob were like peak.
Yeah, that's
Like,
facts.
That's SpongeBob.
I've heard it gets better more recently, but I've only heard
I
that.
haven't checked it out in a while.
I don't know who's like
Yeah.
seen a recent SpongeBob. Yeah, like what the hell. All right, so are you guys all inked up?
Not me.
Not
I think,
you.
I think these two, to fairly decent extents.
Yeah.
got some stuff on my arm and one on my chest. That's it
Mhm.
so far.
You got a favorite tattoo?
This one is a tribute to my grandpa.
Can we get
who
a?
passed away 9 years ago. He was the father figure that I had in my life, so this is a golf themed tribute to him because he was a big golfer.
That's
and
awesome.
It's got some Coheed and Cambria lyrics around it that I think relate pretty well.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that's what that was. Because for the longest time, I thought it was a Mighty Ducks logo. So my bad. So I apologize.
No, it's
okay.
Mighty Ducks is dope.
Yeah, true. As far as mine goes, I just got these 3 and this one. most memorable one. I mean, my wife did these 3,
Oh, nice.
so I mean those, I guess. I mean, I got my Coheed, my key work and everything, but like, she was bored, so we're just like, go for it, and
Fantastic.
that's what we got.
All right. You don't have tattoos.
I don't have any.
No, but you are a singer-songwriter.
I am, yeah.
That's right. So, are there any like locations that are near and dear to your heart that you like to go for inspiration or anything like that?
That's kind of a good question. I don't know if there's a particular place. I think it's kind of places like these, like parks, or just kind of out in public and where there's a lot of background noise, or you can get in your own head a little bit, where you're not focused on something. Those are the best places, like just kind of walking around, and that is when ideas will kick in. And then usually from there, you take like a grain of that, and then I'll kind of sit down somewhere quiet, like my basement or something.
Yeah.
And that's where you kind of put it to work, like really trying to get the words to fit together and to come out, and then getting ideas for music.
Yeah. So this is an extremely annoying question. I
That's okay.
apologize, but who would you, obviously like self-analysis is sort of a big, I don't know, people have mixed opinions on that, but like who would you describe as your primary influences in your songwriting, and do they still have bearing on your work today?
It's a good question. I think like when I was first really starting to like music, I followed the path of like, I think these guys probably did too, of like Blink-182 and some of the pop punk. Modest Mouse came through in a big way. I'm a big fan of Isaac Brock's work.
I was very curious about that because I can definitely hear that a little bit. Yeah.
So there's certainly some influence there. Another like probably the biggest influence and why I really started wanting to write my own music is artist named Kevin Devine. I don't know if you've heard of him. He used to do a little work with Brand New, and he's done some work with Manchester Orchestra, act called Bad Books, if you've heard of them recently. But I just find him to be just a fantastic songwriter and lyricist, and musician, and just all around good dude. So I've drawn a lot of inspiration from him and his work.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
This is another for sorry, this is for Jake.
Yeah.
And we might cut this, but did you enjoy Dianetics?
Did I enjoy Dianetics?
Yeah.
Dude,
We're talking the book?
this was a terrible the book.
No, the movie.
you don't enjoy Dianetics. You learn from Dianetics.
Okay,
all right. You
right.
experience Dianetics. All right. No. The answer's no. It was awful.
Right, okay,
It was a
that's
terribly
fair.
written book, and no.
Yeah. I saw that.
But if that's your vibe, I mean,
Yeah, if that's your vibe, no,
hey.
Dianetic diatribe. Anyway, yeah, you let me know if you want me to keep that in. But okay, but
We won't
So-
offend any sensibilities.
yeah, no, great people. So I was wondering. Sorry, my last question is what's in the future for Earth to Eden?
Yeah.
Oh, and I said this is my final question, but I just remembered another one, so
Oh,
to
that's
say
okay.
that. But
We'll pretend like it is.
yeah,
We all right?
sorry, it shuts off every 15 minutes. It's a cool. Thank you,
Gotcha.
Canon.
Yeah. Well, what's next? I mean, we're really excited to play, to get on the bill for next
Yeah.
week, do some big time vibing, manifest some vibes. So we're looking forward to that. Finding more venues to play and kind of getting our music out there. So some of the material that we have currently available online. So kind of bringing that to more people, but then also getting back in the studio, I think relatively soon, probably here in the next month, to get some more material made and out there. So I think that's what's on the agenda right now. Just keep seeing where we can take this.
What is Eden to you?
Yeah, that's a good question. And I got to get credit to Kyle for actually coming up with the band name. Okay, we got to shout out.
Kyle's
Yeah,
wife.
shout out, hey Kayla, love you.
Yeah, I think it's a cool idea because you see think like biblical themes in Eden as the sort of garden of paradise and creation. So I think there's a lot of those themes. I think like I see it as like creation and almost like utopian.
Yeah.
So drawing from those ideas, I think it definitely fits the vibe and kind of the feeling of the music that we're making too.
Do you think that the name of a band, do you think that that sort of decides sort of preemptively like how you're going to be writing, or like do you not care so much about that?
It's hard to say. I don't think so, but I think it all blends together. Like we settle on a name because it fits with what we're making. So I'd say there's overlap, but probably what we do influence the name just as much as the name may influence the material that we write. So I think there's some back and forth there, but I think it all fits.
It's fantastic. All right. Do you guys have any questions? All right. Well, I already asked that. My crew is tapped out. So I guess that's really it then. Manifestavibe. What day are you guys playing?
Saturday, and we're 5:20.
That's the 12th.
Correct.
Yes. Saturday the 12th, everybody. Manifestavibe. We'll see when these videos come out.
Good.
But anyway, it was very nice meeting you all.
Pleasure to meet you. Thank you for having us.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Thank you for agreeing to do this. Yeah, no,
absolutely.
absolutely.
Yeah,
All right,
thank you so much.
that's it.